I'm restoring this entire 1927 Cadillac limousine one piece at a time. Right now, I'm working on the rusty old drive shaft. One of the things I'm doing is I'm scraping off all the old grease. What that did is it protected the part from ever rusting. And once I get that off, then I'm going to clean it up a little bit with a wire wheel to get these spots off in between here. Man, look at that, how beautiful it looks. Okay, and on the other end here, you can see it's really rusty here and it's pitted. And I'm using coarse number 80 grit sandpaper. I'm just going to show you a spot. And you can take a look here, get that dust off of there. I'm right down to the metal again. And then I'm also going to wire wheel this a little bit too before I primer it. This thing's been sitting outside quite a number of years, but they don't make cars like this anymore. This thing is very heavy, and I'd like to show you where it's going to hook up into the car here. Right there, see that round hub? That's where I'm going to be hooking it up to tomorrow. Okay, I'm getting ready to spray paint this drive shaft. I'm using a very good quality Rust-Oleum automotive primer for the ultimate finish. Fast drying, and it's wet sandable. If you remember, I had pits in here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint this 3 or 4 coats to fill those in, and then I'm going to hand sand that part of it down. So here we go. It's very quick and easy to paint this thing. You see those pits that are showing through there? Well, a couple of layers of paint will fill all that in, and you won't see them anymore. I'm not worried even if I drip a little bit. It doesn't bother me a bit because this is underneath the car. I'm going to roll it over a little bit and keep painting. It looks great already. This thing looks brand spanking new there. But like I say, the main part of the drive shaft where it didn't have any oil leaking on it has a very rough look to it. Like I say, keep watching. And we're slowly restoring this 1927 Cadillac. You can do it yourself. It's just one piece at a time. Just takes a lot of hours of work. Look at how dirty my hands have gotten doing this. Is not like carpentry work, but anybody can do it. Thank you very much. Back to work here. Okay, now we have the drive shaft in. If you take a look here, I painted it with metallic paint. Now that I've got the drive shaft restored, I've got it installed in the car. Take a look here, it's in, and if you also take a look here, you'll see I have 8 brand new nuts and bolts and washers on it. If you take a look down the length here, you'll see the drive shaft is hooked up to the differential in the rear of it. There's also 8 brand new nuts and bolts on that. Take a look here, I have the shifter in. And right now it's in first gear, so right now the drive shaft doesn't turn. Also, I put a new knob on here, but watch, I'm going to take this and shift it into neutral right there. And now the drive shaft turns. If you take a look back there, the back wheel is also turning, meaning the car is actually going. I mean, I'm testing these things out as I'm building this car back together again. And then if you see here, once I put it in first gear, it locks it up again. I'm making a lot of progress slowly here. You can save a fortune if you restore your own cars yourself. Also, if you take a look, you'll see lettering made in the USA, of course, that you couldn't see before. Look right here, it says 2711. That's the car year and the date it was probably, this piece was made. This Cadillac has identification everywhere on it, on every single part. Thank you very much. And we're slowly restoring this Cadillac.